from Southern Maryland's weather leader. This is a JB Weather Alert.
Hello. Good evening. We sit just after midnight at 12:30, and hello to the 33 of you that seem to be watching live on Facebook this late. I enjoy the company. So welcome. We do have still a new severe thunderstorm warning in effect for southern parts of Charles County as well as parts of St. Mary's County. This goes until 1:15. It's for this orange polygon here, and we have a pretty gnarly storm that we've been tracking really for the last 3 or 4 hours that slowly worked its way across the Culpeper, Virginia area, working through the Fredericksburg area, now working through Colonial Beach and getting ready to cross the Potomac River, now impacting southern parts of Charles County, so the Cobb Island area, seeing some decent thunder, seeing some decent lightning, seeing heavy rain, and the rest of this will continue to work through the Westmoreland County area and then push here into St. Mary's County. Again, this is going to be that severe thunderstorm warning. It's for West Central St. Mary's County and South Central Charles County. And this goes until 1:15 at 12:25 a.m., which is just insane to say at this point. A severe thunderstorm is located near Colonial Beach, moving east at 55 miles per hour. So thankfully, this is moving at a decent clip. The main hazard here will be 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. The source here is really just radar indicated winds, which we will take a look at here in a second. So with this storm, it is producing damaging winds. Those damaging winds will cause some trees and large branches to fall. This could injure those outdoors as well as damage homes and vehicles. Roadways may become blocked by downed trees. Localized power outages are possible, and unsecured light objects may become projectiles. So some locations that are going to be impacted by this include Lexington Park, Leonardtown, Tall Timbers, St. Clements Bay, Town Creek, White Point Beach, California, Hollywood, Wicomico, Mechanicsville, Rock Point, Bushwood, Clements, Able, Valley Lee, Chaptico, Sandgates, Great Mills, Avenue, and Loveville. So yeah, this is just the latest severe thunderstorm warning, and thankfully when we zoom out, this is the only game left in town. Behind this, we are looking all clear for the rest of tonight, and we'll be able to go to bed as soon as we get this out of here. Timing with this, I will show you that, then we'll get into those winds. So let's go ahead and take a storm track with this storm. Let's push it east here, and we're going to increase that speed at about 55 miles per hour. That would be pushing this storm here into Chaptico just about now. So you're already seeing the thunder and lightning out there. Leonardtown here in about the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. Getting on over towards Lexington Park right around 12:53. Pushing across the Patuxent River into Lesby around 12:50 as well. Getting on over towards St. Mary City, 12:55. And Scotland and Ridge just after 1 o'clock there on the southern side of this cone. So that's kind of what we have going on right now. Let's take a look at some of those winds. We've seen some pretty gnarly winds throughout the day today from the storms we saw earlier. Thankfully, we've seen those power outage numbers from right around 8, 9 o'clock come down. We were sitting nearly at 12,000 customers without power. Last I checked, we were down below 4,000, thankfully. And yeah, this storm, the area in which we are looking at some of those gustiest winds, about to come on shore here on Cobb Island. Nothing nearly as strong as what we were tracking earlier with those storms that were potentially producing upwards of 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Here we're really talking 50 to 60. This is marginally severe is what we would call this. So not necessarily a crazy storm, but strong enough to cause some impact, strong enough to bring down a tree or two, maybe cause a power outage. And we'll continue to track this. This is going to continue to track here to the east. So areas at Montrose and Erica, get ready, and on the northern neck. And by get ready, most of you are sleeping in that region. But for those of you that are awake, you have some pretty nasty weather on the way. And then this is going to push through much of St. Mary's County. So from about Mechanicsville down south is where we're going to be talking about plenty of thunder, plenty of lightning. We have plenty of that on over towards Swamp Point and Newburgh, and that'll be pushing here into the Loveville area and Leonardtown eventually, and then continuing eastward towards Lesby. Again, this is moving at 55 miles per hour, so it really looks like we should have this out of here hopefully by like 1 or 1:30. So hopefully we're kind of in the last half hour here of storm coverage. Now we no longer have this severe thunderstorm watch. That was allowed to expire. Our southern zone, so here in southern Maryland, we remain under this flood watch till 2 a.m. This thunderstorm, thankfully, is moving quick, but it still could put down a decent amount of rain rather quick. And the area that the National Weather Service has highlighted as the potential area for severe weather this overnight tonight is kind of right where we have it right now, across our region, across central Virginia. And this storm is continuing to work its way here to the east. Coming back over here to live radar, let's zoom this on out. Let's take you on over to the national radar, and we'll just loop this here. We'll call it we'll do 4 hours, and you can really see how things have kind of transpired here over the last 4 hours. We had, if we can restart that, our earlier storms, 8, 9 o'clock, bring plenty of thunder and lightning to our region right around 9 o'clock. We got those out of here. We've been in a little bit of a lull ever since. And now right after 11 o'clock, we started to see some rain. This guy out here near Culpeper, that's the storm that's moving in right now. And you can see that slowly worked its way south of Fredericksburg, over Colonial Beach, and now is starting to work its way over southern parts of Charles County. You're getting the thunder and lightning as far north as La Plata and Waldorf, but the worst of the weather with this is really from about Belle Alton and Newburgh Point south there, Swan Point, Cobb Island, Tompkinsville, Mount Victoria, and then down south here into Colonial Beach, the parts of Westmoreland County, about to scrape northern parts of Richmond County, and you're pushing this east into Oakley, Chaptico, Loveville, and Leonardtown here over the next really over the next 15 minutes. This warning here does go until 1:15 here for St. Mary's County and southern parts of Charles County. It probably won't last that long, though, in these regions. This storm is moving at a good clip. If we just do the last half hour of radar, you can just see how quickly this storm is moving at a pretty good clip, getting from the Fredericksburg area already over to St. Mary's County, and then we should see this out over the bay and then onto the eastern shore if it holds together, probably in about the next half hour to 45 minutes. Kathleen wants to know about Sunderland. This is all to the south of you. I think you should be fine in that region. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're talking about. So I'm sure we'll get additional warnings coming out. I'll still be here. I'll probably I think 1 o'clock is probably going to be about the cutoff time for me. I'm typically in bed by like 8 or 9 o'clock. So this is much later for me, and I've been up since 4. So we are going to watch how this plays out, but I do think this is going to be the last storm here. Again, it's marginally severe. It is bringing some gusty winds and plenty of thunder and lightning. So I'm sure if you're in Charles County, St. Mary's County, Chaptico, right along the Wycomico River, you're hearing that. But this storm should pass at a pretty good clip. It's moving east at about 55 miles per hour. But I'll continue to keep you updated on updates, Facebook, Twitter, and the website, jbweather.net, and we will continue to track this. In the meantime, I'm Forecaster John Bordash. Thank you for joining me right now, and I'm sure we'll probably do at least one more of these updates if we get any new warnings. But have a nice and safe one, and keep it tuned right here to JB Weather for the latest.
Check the forecast anytime online at jbweather.net.